So, okay, I'm so fascinated with you. There's so many things I want to talk about. First of all, let's talk about How to Die Alone on Hulu. Tell us a little bit about this project and your part in it.
How to Die Alone, starring Natasha Rothwell. She is our captain on this ship. She is the showrunner, the writer, the EP. She wears a lot of hats with this project, and I'm very fortunate enough to have landed a role of Sean Gill, of a tarmac boy. So, like, I'm an airport employee who kind of like is assisting in the life of Mel. So Mel, played by Natasha Rothwell. It's about this mid-aged Black woman who lives or who works at the airport. Sorry, God, it's early right now. Let me get my coffee in here. Um, who works at the airport but is afraid to fly.
Oh,
And the near-death experience kind of wakes her up and gets her, starting to live. So it's a beautiful story. The reviews have been amazing. I've obviously watched it multiple times, and it's just a great, loving show. It's something that's not on your typical, TV guide.
right. Well, okay. Now, what I really want to fangirl about is Hallmark. Hello, you're living the dream. What's happening right now? Okay, Chicken Sisters. And is that the apron behind you?
That is the ape. Look at
Oh,
you, Kiki.
I
That is
knew
the Chicken
it.
Sisters apron
I
behind
knew
me.
it. I knew it.
100%. So I'm guessing you're a Hallmark fan.
Hello. Yes, of course I am. It's one of those things. It's like nostalgia. I remember my dad, like, that's what was on Christmas movies, and then the spring and the new year and the fall, and then it just, it's such a snowball effect of Hallmark movies. But it's like the dream. I mean, to be on Hallmark, what is it like? Is it a village? My dad used to pretend that there was a village of actors, and they would just go and pluck one from one village and one from the other and say, okay, you're coming here and you're coming here, and that's how they put a movie together. I know it's not true, but he loved that idea.
The art of storytelling. I think your dad had it, Kiki. Um, Chicken Sisters, man, again, like to be on two shows at the same time is an actor's dream, of course. And for them both to be good shows is unheard of. It's always kind of like a give and take in this industry. It's kind of like, oh, I did a project, it was really bad, but needed the money. But Chicken Sisters, starring or written by Annie McBain, and the writer of the author was KJ Dell, I want to say. I don't know if I'm getting the right last name, but KJ Dell was the author on it, and Reese's Witherspoon's book club happened to pick up the book as one of the favorites. And Hallmark, of course, jumping to making any content, was like, let's make this project. And I play a character named Gordo, um, who comes into the small town of Merrimack, where there's one family that have two rival fried chicken restaurants. And we're a part of a reality show called Kitchen Clash, and I'm the cameraman, and we come in and kind of like settle, the rivalry once and for all.
What's it like? I mean, you're working with Wendy Malick and Leah Thompson, and like what, and like Reese Witherspoon's behind it. What is that like? I mean, that's got to be mind blowing.
For Wendy and Leah to know me by first name is amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, the experience between both of them combined, I think they were saying it's like over 100 years. Just them two, and then Skylar Fisk, who is our lead, Genevieve Engelson, who's our number two, James Cott is in there as well, Rukia Bernard. They're just an amazing ensemble of a cast. And it's a colorful show, you know what I mean? Like Hallmark is definitely getting the blueprint and like making, ethnically diverse shows now. And I happen to be, I've been acting for 10 years now in Vancouver, and this is my first Hallmark gig. So like,
Mhm.
hopefully we can keep the ball rolling.
I love it. Okay, so you are a busy man. You got two shows. You've got a lot on your plate right now. What do you do for fun? Pickleball? Like, what's going on? How do you have fun?
I love to golf.
Oh.
Golf is a great time pass for me because you can kill 4 hours out of a day, and especially when you're not a working actor, you definitely need to kill some time. Because you can easily forget that, you're a working actor in this
Mhm,
industry. You know what I mean? Because it's been probably 3, 4 months since I've worked,
mhm.
and you kind of, get the itch to get back on the set. But there's two shows that are airing on air right now, so I think it's a balance of everything. I love to ride bikes. I love to golf. Basketball is a huge thing for me. So like, right when 4:30 or 5 o'clock comes on, I'm cooking up dinner and watching basketball. We're in Vancouver, so like the outdoors are always good to look at from the inside.
Is it cold there already?
It's not too
Oh,
bad. I
okay.
think it's about 18, 17 degrees, which is actually, really nice.
What?
Oh, sorry, you're Fahrenheit. So it's
Oh,
probably like
yeah.
65,
Oh, okay.
75 around there.
I was gonna say, what? It's freezing then. Oh my goodness. So I guess I didn't really think about it like that. So you are pretty much everything's filmed already. Is that correct?
Yeah, season one. So both seasons have wrapped. We're
Oh, okay.
on pins and needles for word from obviously network on a season two. And this is when now the audience has to just like continue to run the numbers up, I guess, and,
Hmm.
and word of mouth. And I know there's an active Twitter community on How to Die Alone that is actively like, if you went to go search it right now, there'd be like people talking about it, which I've never been a part of a show that has been reviewed so greatly.
Hmm. So what do you do? I mean, can you look for another job or do you have to wait? I think, I think as people who are not actors, we learned a lot more about this just watching the whole Kevin Costner fiasco unravel with Yellowstone. I don't think people kind of understood that he wanted to do other things. He couldn't just wait around for Yellowstone to come back. And that kind of opened my eyes, and I think other people's eyes as well. What do you do? Do you wait to see that there's going to be another season, or do you start putting feelers out? How does that work?
So typically they have the first four on options. So because their roles are so big that they're optioned into the series. So they will have a time on their contract that they will let them know that they're released by so that they can go work on other projects. Myself, luckily, I'm at a call of the call sheet that I'm not under option. So I'm a free agent. I can work on any project that I choose to. So I'm auditioning. But the tricky part now is when you're on two highly acclaimed shows like this, how do you go back and do like, a regular day job? It's kind of
Mhm.
like now you got to get picky with the career and make sure that, you and the team, like my manager and my agent and publicist are all on board for the next move. So you got to go back to the drawing board. I think it's just like any sport, like team sport, you play a championship game. After the championship game, you have a little downtime, and then training camp starts again, and
Mhm.
you getting back into the routine, and then the season starts, and you book something, then you're in regular season play, and you get wrapped, and that's the championship, so
Yeah.
like that's pretty much the format that I follow.
It's also interesting, and, I'm just excited for you. I think it's gonna be a great winter and summer, spring, and all that, and Hallmark, oh, I love it, I love it. I just, like,
So
picture, like, a whole village and, like, a whole warehouse with all of the Christmas decorations everywhere,
that's
and,
so
oh, I
funny.
love it, I
So
love
yeah,
it.
no, Hallmark definitely keeps Vancouver busy with Christmas movies. So I know there's probably like 60 to 70 Christmas movies that are shooting annually in Vancouver that are pretty much like Hallmarking.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, so your whole village scenario isn't so far off, but that's crew, background, crafty, you know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
definitely a village because it takes a village to make movies.
Yeah. Amazing. Where can people go for more information on you?
They can definitely go on the old database of Google. I'm pretty sure you can Google me and find out some interviews, find out some information, find out some different stuff that I've been a part of. Luckily I've been in the industry for about 10 years now, and you know the momentum is on the way up. So, you know, those roles that I had to say yes to get to the position that I am in now, I'm very thankful and very grateful, and you know, can't wait for the next whatever's next.
Before I let you go, though, any advice for someone who's trying to make it right now, who's just chugging along, trying to make their dream come true?
Oh, this is always, you know, a little scary because
Hmm.
I feel like I should be getting advice myself. You know what I mean? So like for me to give it out, I think you're already doing it. You know what I mean? Like as long as you have a goal and you're working towards the goal, what I would say is dive in deep. If you want to be an actor, you want to be a screenwriter, you want to be a director, or you know, you just want to be a photographer, whatever it is in the creative arts, dive in deep. Don't have any expectations. You know, don't quit your day job because, you know, don't be like me. You'll be swimming in the deep end. But just have faith, man. I think that's the biggest thing. Believe in yourself. And one of my pet peeves, just be an actor. Don't be a brown actor or an Asian actor. You know what I mean? Just be an
Hmm.
actor and let the characters come out of you. Don't be the character before.
I love it. Well, best of luck to you, and I'll be watching everywhere, both shows. I can't wait to watch.
I appreciate it, Kiki. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.